Attraction rarely disappears all at once. It doesn't usually end with a dramatic moment, an argument, or a clear explanation. Instead, it fades quietly. One day, the connection feels normal. The next, something feels off. Less warmth, less curiosity, less emotional pull. And most people never understand why. Psychology shows that attraction isn't just about looks, chemistry, or compatibility. It's shaped by subtle behavioral and emotional signals that the brain constantly monitors, often outside of conscious awareness. Today, we're going to look at why someone stops finding you attractive from a psychological perspective. Not dating advice, no opinion, but the underlying patterns that quietly change how people feel about you. First, fatigue changes how attractive you appear. Sleep deprivation doesn't just affect energy levels. It changes how others perceive you. Research shows that people who are consistently tired are rated as less attractive, less healthy, and less trustworthy. Why? Because the brain associates vitality with stability. Subtle cues like slower reactions, flatter emotional expression, and reduced eye contact all signal low energy. Attraction is deeply tied to perceived vitality. When someone appears chronically fatigued, the brain quietly downgrades interest, often without either person realizing it. Second, familiarity without mystery reduces attraction. The brain is wired for novelty. When everything about someone becomes predictable, the dopamine response drops. This doesn't mean distance creates attraction. It means curiosity sustains attention. When there's nothing left to discover, the brain stops investing emotional energy. Attraction fades not because something went wrong, but because nothing feels mentally stimulating anymore. It's the quiet erosion of curiosity that dulls the connection. The third reason is that closed body language sends subconscious withdrawal signals. Attraction begins physically before words ever matter. Closed body language, like crossed arms or turned shoulders, communicate emotional distance. Even if someone says they're interested, the brain trusts body language more than words. When posture closes, the brain interprets it as withdrawal and mirrors it. Over time, attraction fades silently through body language alone, creating a gap that words can't bridge. Fourth, excessive self-focus weakens emotional connection. Confidence attracts, but excessive self-focus does the opposite. When interactions revolve too much around your appearance, your status, or your need for validation, emotional reciprocity disappears. The brain tracks balance carefully. When attention flows only in one direction, engagement drops. Attraction isn't built on performance. It's built on shared emotional presence. It's about a two-way street of genuine interest and care. Fifth, the loss of humility changes how power is perceived. Early attraction often includes admiration. But when humility fades, that admiration can shift into distance. Psychologically, humility signals emotional intelligence and safety. Without it, confidence can feel like dominance, and dominance triggers caution, not closeness. Attraction thrives where people feel emotionally safe. Once that safety erodes because of a perceived power imbalance, interest naturally declines. The sixth reason is that emotional predictability reduces dopamine response. Dopamine drives attraction, and dopamine responds to anticipation, not certainty. When emotional reactions become fully predictable, always calm, always angry, always agreeable, the brain stops rewarding engagement. This doesn't mean chaos creates attraction. It means emotional depth, responsiveness, and growth are what sustain it. When interactions feel emotionally flat and one-dimensional, the brain simply disengages. Finally, attraction often fades before either person notices. This is one of the most misunderstood aspects of attraction. The brain often disengages weeks or months before conscious awareness catches up. People sense something's different long after the underlying signals have changed. That's why the loss of attraction often feels sudden, even though it wasn't. The brain adjusts first, and our awareness comes much later. Attraction doesn't disappear because someone becomes unattractive. It fades because the brain stops receiving the signals it associates with interest, safety, and stimulation. Most of these signals aren't intentional. They're behavioral. And once you understand them, attraction stops feeling like a mystery and starts looking like a pattern. The question isn't whether attraction fades. It's whether you recognize why before it does. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more.